Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is anniversary week here for the Extreme Racing League, and what better place to do that than at the home of the Extreme Racing League itself. We are at Mexico for the Mexican Grand Prix, with, of course, the X1 division, the top tier of the Extreme Racing League. I'm, of course, Kenzie Retro, here to call the action. As always, I've been off for a few weeks because I've had a few things going on behind the scenes. And joining me in the box this evening is, of course, the boss of the league himself, Mr. Cesar Lopez, who's a very happy man after what happened at Monaco earlier.
Yes, I am a very, very happy man. Thank you very much, Kenzie. Well, I'm really, really happy because it's anniversary week. We are now 3 years league old. We are racing in Mexico. A Mexican driver wins today, so I'm really, really happy. And I don't need any more excuse to party today.
Yeah, and there was going to be and there's also going to be a few people celebrating today as well with the prizes that we have on offer as part of our anniversary giveaway. Last year we had a pretty big giveaway with copies of the game, and it was either a cash prize or a track day at either an American track or at Silverstone if you were UK based. But this year we've got a lot on offer as well, and we'll get into the prizes very, very shortly. I haven't actually had a chance to see what the prizes are yet, but
No, they haven't been posted yet. We are going to be doing the prizes in the month of June, so the giveaway will be announced in the month of June. But it will mainly consist on copies of the game, as we always do. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, because we're going to have, as always with the copies of the game, we're going to have a standard copy of the game, and we're also going to have a copy of the Champions Edition of the game as well. But anyway, the lineup this evening is as follows. We have got Waldo, Frisdy, Jacob, Liam, who is serving a qualifying ban this evening, Asda, Bullbeast, XIX, Smooth, Wado, Ginge, Andrea, CVT Mask, SFR Shu making his X1 debut this evening. That is in the Williams. Matrix, Torpedo, JBL, Starfish, Low, Hurricane, and Trap Paulos. So that's your lineup for this evening. So
Interesting. We're going to be having I wanted to let you know we're going to be having a short qualifying session today. It's not going to be full qualifying because of the delay of the Monaco Grand Prix. It will clash with our other races. So we're going to be having short quali and 50% race, same as always. And a new, some news here is Frisdy's back. Frisdy's back to the race.
Yep, he's back in action, and he is going to be determined to try and close that gap on Sasha, who is currently leading the championship. So, championship standings, we've got Sasha at the top of the standings with 122 points, and he has been very consistent all season. 2 wins, 2 second places, and 2 third places, as well as 2 fastest laps on top of that. The only non-podium race he had was USA, where he finished 9th. But even at that, the consistency he's shown all season has him leading the championship at the moment. Bullbeast is the nearest competitor to him with 96 points. Elfin Starfish with 94. Frisdy, our defending champion, with just 71 points. So Frisdy's going to need to start closing that gap if he's got any chance of keeping in the running for the title, especially when you've only got 3 races left after today. Waldo with 47 points, Andrea 44, Liam 36, Wado 32, Hurricane 29, and Matrix with 25, rounding up the top 10. Constructors-wise, you've got Alfa Romeo at the top of the championship standings with 140 points, Haas with 126, Mercedes 105, Aston Martin 102, AlphaTauri 72, Ferrari 58, McLaren with 40, Red Bull 38, Williams 31, and Alpine. Wow, I mean, Alpine, former Constructors champions as Renault, bottom of the standings with just 15 points at the moment, but anything can happen, and it usually does in Formula One.
Yes. If anyone can share with us the weather report, that would be fantastic. It looks a little bit dark, so.
Yeah, it is a little bit overcast here at the moment. So, as Caesar mentioned, it's just going to be the short qualifying session here this evening, just 18 minutes to get your qualifying lap in. And Frisdy, there we go, making a huge statement with a 14.5 on those softs. If you're in the top 10, you start the race on the tyres, you set your fastest lap on. But let's see what Shu is up to. Shu is coming through the stadium section just now. See what he can pull out of the bag on his debut. He's looking very good so far. Coming around the last corner, taking a very wide entry in the last corner, and that gives him a 16.6 on the softs. That puts him 9th at the moment. Doubt he'll stay there. And it's all dries according to Wado, so it's going to be a dry race. Now, as we were saying, because of the delay we had with Monaco, a couple of red flags, and a delayed start on top of that because of the weather. That's why we're having short qualifying this evening. But rest assured, we're still going to have the 50% race, and then next week we should be back to business as usual.
Yes, exactly. Next week we'll be back to business, and as Ketsi said, 3 more races after this. So we're going to be going. It's Mexico, then it's. Give me 1 second. I have the calendar.
Yeah, we've got Bahrain next week, then Azerbaijan, a break week because of the Canadian Grand Prix.
Oh yeah, and then Brazil.
And then the season finale on the 25th and 26th of June at Brazil. And there you can see there's the calendar on screen there. We're not doing Hungary or Portugal because of due to the timing of when the new game comes out, because the week after the season finale, that's when the new game will be out. So it's hard to believe we're only a month away from the new game coming out.
That's true. Pretty much 1 month.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how we got like the championships. Who's going to get the championship, because there's still a fight for it, and there's 3 races, and Sasha is not here. Sasha is not racing today.
So that's going to allow the likes of Bullbeast, Starfish, and in particular defending champion Frisdy. That's going to give them a huge opportunity to close that gap on Sasha before Bahrain next week.
Exactly. It's going to be really interesting to see how they sort it out.
Yeah, absolutely. And big collision there. That was Andrea with one of the Aston Martins. I think it was Jacob. No, it was Starfish, who was on an out lap. That could be a serious issue there. That could easily be a penalty for Starfish for impeding Andrea's lap. And Andrea's got no front wing as a result. Andrea will be frustrated over that one, and I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah. Unlucky result there for Andrea, but well, they still have 8 minutes. There's probably 2 more laps.
There's still time.
Yeah.
There is definitely still time on that one. So yeah. We've got a few drivers yet to set a lap time. Waldo, Asda, Wado, Ginge, Andrea, and Starfish. Now I've been watching Ginge over the last few weeks elsewhere. And the pace that he's got, he has been simply phenomenal.
Who would you compare him to?
If anything, I'd probably put him on par with. I'd put him on par with the likes of Jacob and Frisdy as far as his pace is concerned.
Okay, that's fast.
Yeah. I'm saying that, and on the subject of Jacob, he's just gone fastest with a 14.4, which puts him a provisional pole position at the moment. So I got a handful of drivers still to set a lap time. 7 minutes to go. So one plus Charles Leclerc can take away from today is that he finally, in some capacity, managed to break the Monaco curse that he had since he started racing around that track.
Yeah, at least he finished. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, finished fourth. It's like Checo winning the race. Verstappen third, extending his lead at the top of the championship as a result, and Carlos Sainz once again having to settle for second.
And an interesting, well, it's Monaco. It's difficult to overtake unless unless you have a very big tire advantage as Pierre Gasly did. Again, well, I'm not sure how many times this has been, but George Russell in front of Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, well, I'll say that's I'll say George continuing his streak of finishing in top 5 in every race this season so far.
Yeah, he's doing great.
So we've got Shu and JBL on laps at the moment. But we'll see what Shu can pull out of the bag as he's coming up towards the end of the first sector. He's a 10th up on his time at the moment, and Frisdy storming through with a 14.1. Phenomenal lap there from Frisdy, retaking pole position for the time being. And that was, and there's Bullbeast. Bullbeast going second with a 14.3. Shu getting another 10th on his time. And oh, JBL's gone. That is just after the S's. It's a real shame there for JBL. Shu does improve. He gets into the top 10.
Yeah, that part of the SS, it's like the most dangerous part of this track, to be honest.
Yeah, very easy. Very easy to lose it there. So that's really unfortunate for JBL. There we go. Wada wisely getting out of the way of Ginge. Let's see what he can do as he comes around the last corner. Big snap of oversteer. What's he going to pull out of the bag? A 14.328. And that puts him third for the time being. That is a very, very quick lap there for Ginge.
I'm not sure if Ginge is going to have time for another run.
Well, there's 3.5 minutes to go, and 3.5 minutes to go. He's going to need to come in. Yeah, I don't think he's going to have time to get a fresh set of tyres on.
Neither Frisdy. Well, Frisdy's in the pits. He needs to go out if he wants to do another run.
Yeah, that's because the track is definitely evolving, even though it's short quali.
Exactly.
Meanwhile,
Grinch.
Oh.
He got the corners there. You cannot do that. That might be a penalty for him.
Yeah, that's a bit of a no-no in the rule book because rules
Yeah.
state you can't cut corners to make up the time. Wado there on the mediums, 17-0. That puts him 16th at the moment. Everyone inside the top 10 electing to start on the soft tyres, interestingly.
Okay. Yeah, to be honest, in this track, the softs, well, not this track, this tier, it's no longer possible to start in mediums and get a good track position.
Yeah. It's
really
a case of
difficult.
you have to start on the soft, so you don't really have much option.
Because guys are really fast at, you know.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm convinced that the X1 tier is just getting faster and faster with every season that goes by.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, in saying that, it's testament to how talented this tier is as a whole.
Last
Waldo,
race we had from P1 to P19 there was 1 second.
And it's been a while since we've had that
on
happen.
the qualifying session, yeah. Today we have that, but on with P7.
There we go. And Ledger has retired from. Ledger's retired from the session. Is he actually? Hang on a sec. Let me see something. Oh no, XIX Ledger. He's retired in the pits. CVT does improve on his lap time of 15.0, but that's going to keep him P5 for the time being. Frisdy and Ginge out on track. Bullbeast electing to stay in the pits. So that means he'll be starting at best second place. Few drivers retiring from the session, so they'll not be improving on their lap times. CVT still improving on his lap time. He's another 10th up. Oh, big snap of oversteer heading into the stadium section. And there we go. Checker flag is out. So Torpedo, he's coming into the pits. Smooth will be the next car to finish their lap.
Bullbeast could not improve there.
There we go.
Oh,
there we go.
Ginge
Smooth gets into the top 10.
Ginge lost it on the SS.
Oh, and that's unfortunate. So that means Ginge is not going to get pole position here.
Yep, pole position is Frisdy. Jacob has invalidated his lap time, so Frisdy will have pole position here.
So there we go. Frisdy back on form and back on top in qualifying. Can he convert that to a race win today? I mean, there's no denying Ginge will be frustrated over that. But that's the problem when you're pushing as hard as you are. Pushing that hard, that it's inevitable you're going to be making mistakes.
Exactly.
So there we go. Everybody either in the pits or has finished their lap.
Jacob saying in the chat, could have done a 14-0 invalidated middle sector. Well, that was very unlucky.
Ah. Here we go. So we go Frisdy. There we go on pole with Bull Beast on the front row alongside him. Then you've got Ginge in third, Jacob fourth, Andrea, Starfish, CVT, Trap Paulos, Matrix, Low, Hurricane, Smooth, XIX, Asda, Torpedo, Waldo, Shu, JBL, Wado, all setting times. Then Liam didn't set a lap time because of serving a qualifying ban. Now, time to get a word from our sponsors, as always, at this point in the evening. So here we go. Word from our sponsors.
Yes.
Are you looking for a more realistic F1 feel in your sim racing? ANSI 3D is the solution for you. ANSI 3D is a 3D printing company based in the United States. We sell F1 style wheels for Logitech G29, G920, and the G923 wheel set with all wheels including high quality real suede fabric on the handles for maximum comfort. All wheels can be fully customized by picking your own colors for the handles and buttons. Also, you get to select a free logo of your choice to be printed on your wheel. We also have all Formula One 3D printed tracks available for sale on our website. For more information or to place your order now, log on to our website at www.ansi3d.com. That's ANSE3D.com. Don't delay, check us out today.
And we also have Driver61 as one of our sponsors. You can go here and check out the Sim Racing Academy. So please take it a look. The Drivers University. View all the tutorials. It will help you get some improve your lines, your racing line, your braking, and it will help you increase your pace in general. So go to driver61.com or sra.driver61.com, and we also have CD Keys.
Yep. So here we go.
I'll give you this one.
Yes, CD Keys. Now, as always, for those that are new to these streams, I go through the daily deals that we have for today, and I give you my recommendation of the week. And this week, it's a very, very tasty recommendation that I've got for you guys. Nevertheless, we've got some games, including 80% off FIFA 22 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, 71% off Horizon Zero Dawn, the complete edition, which includes the Frozen Wilds expansion, a massive 99% off Dead Space 2, because here in the UK, you can get that on PC for just 19 pennies. So, not sure what that equates to in Mexican money. Yeah. We've also got discounts on Xbox Live membership as well. 26% off a 12-month membership and 55% off a 3-month membership as well. 85% off GTA 5, the Premium Online Edition. 36% off Elden Ring, which has been one of the most talked about games of the year so far. 73% off No Man's Sky on PC as well. But the recommendation of the week for me, you can actually see it in the bottom right of your screens right now. Sniper Elite 5 just got released on Thursday as well. And my word, the game is an absolute blast. It has everything you love about the Sniper Elite games, especially those glorious X-ray kills. And my word, they are so satisfying to pull off. But at the same time, there's a bit more challenge this time around in this game. Now, I'm looking at the Deluxe Edition right now on Xbox as well, which you can get for 25% off right now, if you get it through CD Keys. Now, it includes the base copy of the game as well, itself, as well as the season pass, which includes 2 campaign missions, some weapons, some weapon skins, as well. So if you're a fan of the Sniper Elite franchise, Sniper Elite 4 is on Game Pass right now as well. But if you want to get the latest game in the franchise, this is the place to get it. CD keys, 25% off the deluxe edition right now, or you can get the standard edition, which is 27% off. But either way, I would definitely recommend getting the deluxe edition because you get the season pass with it as well. Anyway, let's head back trackside because it is almost time for lights out. So here we go. Here come the lights. It's lights out and it's race time here at Mexico. Very strong start there from Frisdi. Ginge having a very strong start as well. Jacob not having the best of starts. Andrea already up into third as they head towards turn 1. This is one of the longest runs down to turn 1 on the F1 calendar. Frisdi keeping the lead for the time being. Ginge and Andrea battling for second place as they go through the triple chicane of turns 1 through 3. But Ginge keeping ahead of Andrea for the time being. But Andrea not giving up without a fight. Ginge right on the back of Frisdi as they head through turns 4 and 5 into the double apex here. And Matrix has had an incident somewhere. A lot of action happening a little further down the field, but Ginge having a very strong start there. Jacob, not so much.
Yeah, Ginge has had a very great start there, and also Bullbeast lost I think he lost some positions. Let me see real quick.
Yeah, Bullbeast had a
lost 4
horrific
positions
start. Yeah, an absolutely horrific start there for Bullbeast.
Big
Not
winner
sure
in
what
lap 1
happened
is
to him.
Liam Hartman with 4 positions and SFR Shu so far.
Yeah, there we go. So at the end of lap 1, Frisdi leads, Ginge second, Andrea third, Jacob fourth, Starfish fifth, Bullbeast sixth, Trap Palos 7th, CBT 8th, and Hurricane 9th. Low rounding up the top 10, and Ginge gets into the lead! A fantastic overtake there from Frisdi, and Jacob continuing to plummet down the order.
Jacob's not going to be happy about this.
Definitely not. And Matrix has had to come into the pits.
Andrea is right behind Frisdi too.
Yeah, I think Frisdi might be in a bit of trouble there as a McLaren of XIX. He goes wide at the double apex. Few marker boards being taken out in the process. But yeah, as Lopez was saying, Andrea right on the back of Frisdi. I mean, the race pace from Ginge definitely starting to come through. DRS is now enabled. Jacob having to come in. That'll be a front wing change for him. Yep, there we go. He's missing an end plate. Frisdi trying everything he can to catch up with Ginge, but not being able to make any significant impact at the moment.
He will need a very good exit at the last turn to make it count on the DRS. Remember, the first 2 DRS zones are with the same.
Yeah, that's a double DRS zone.
Yeah, that's a double DRS zone, so it might give some advantage there.
XIX first.
DRS range.
Yeah, XIX first track penalty of the day for track limits. This track very easy to gain penalties for track limits. There you go. Frisdi and Andrea both in DRS range. So here we go. Interestingly, not using the ERS. at the moment, but definitely, there we go, Bull Beast getting himself ahead of Starfish, meanwhile into 4th place, easy as that.
It's not going to be enough for Frizzy in the first lap on this first attempt with the DRS, but we'll see
Still
in the
not close enough.
Yeah.
Frizzy's still not close enough at the moment. But he's managed to gain about half a second on Ginge over the last couple of laps. And these three just starting to romp away from everybody else now. And Frisbee, oh, hello! That could be crucial.
Time penalty for Frizzy there.
That could be crucial.
Lowe is right behind Ryan Hurricane. Going to be getting a chance there on the DRS, but Ryan also has will have DRS on XIX.
Yeah, and the crucial thing is Hurricane is on the medium, so they'll be able to go longer in the race. Bull Beast getting the fastest lap of the race so far, but that time will start to plummet. Jacob with a penalty for track limits. Starfish and Bull Beast battling over 4th place. Hurricane getting himself ahead of XIX. It's not going to be too much longer now before the softs start to drop off. Liam getting himself ahead of Shu. JBL getting ahead of Watto. Bull Beast, there we go. Very early in the race, but the penalties are already starting to rack up.
Yeah, they're getting the penalties in the SS, to be honest. It's a part of where you need to take care of it. Oh, and DNF. Shu on the SS.
That's Shu on his debut, and that's him out. That is a real shame. He had an okay qualifying, but that's his debut over. XIX, another penalty for track limits. Frisbee is a lot closer to Ginge this time around.
Oh, and Ginge lost it.
Oh.
That's the
big
race.
snap of oversteer.
Yeah.
That's a big snap of oversteer from Ginge, and Frisbee takes advantage, says, thank you very much, I'll have a bit of that.
Now Frizzy retakes the lead here. But the gap is really, really close. Now remember, Frizzy has a 3-second time penalty, so it might be crucial there.
Yes, he now needs to start building that gap. So I say that overtake was crucial for Frisbee to try and get ahead. So it'll give him the opportunity to start building the gap as Trap Paulos, the latest driver to pick up a penalty for track limits. And like Lopez said, it's very easy to track extend at the S's, especially towards the tail end of that section of the track as well. On to lap 7 already of 36. Ginge back into DRS range. And he gets himself back ahead of Frisbee without much difficulty. And with it being double DRS, he can start pulling away now. Hurricane in the pits. Now, is that a front wing change? Indeed it is. It's not been Hurricane's day. But he's going for the hards, though it should hopefully see him to the end of the race.
The hards can make it to the end? I'm not sure.
Well, Hurricane's hard,
30
possibly.
laps.
Starfish and Bull Beast still battling over 4th place. Trap Paulos joining in on the fray as well. Starfish ahead of Bull Beast. He's got the DRS to start building that gap, but Bull Beast keeping within touching distance of him as they head through turns 4 and 5.
Torpedoes in the pits, he goes for the hard tires. There's also a wing change for him.
Oh, that's huge.
That's why he lost so many time in the pits, because he needed to change his front wing.
Yeah, there is that to take into account as well. Frisdy and Andrea still keeping within touching distance of the leader, Ginge. And while they're doing that, they're actually extending their gap over the likes of Starfish, Bull Beast, and Trap Paulos. And that's a yellow flags, and that's Asda through the S's.
That's a safety
That's
car.
a safety car. That's huge.
Oof. The first 3 have passed the
They've
safety. Yeah.
They've just got past the safety
They've
car, so
just
that
missed
allows
it.
them to pit. Starfish, Bull Beast, yeah, they're all coming in for a set of mediums. By the looks, let's say mediums for Trap and Starfish. Bull Beast going for hards. Looks like a lot of them are coming in for hards or mediums. And McLaren's double stacking. I think XIX had a wing change. Yes, he did, and that'll be why they double stacked. I mean, interestingly, JBL, Waldo, and Liam all back out on softs. Interestingly, they have used 2 compounds, so they've got that in their favor. So Ginge, Frisdy, and Andrea all going to be pitting very shortly.
Yes, hopefully they don't lose that much time.
I mean, this could very well be a pit stop race between these 3, and indeed they do. All 3 of them come in.
How many time do you lose in this pit stop, do you know?
Not sure, but I wouldn't imagine you'd be losing that much. And there we go. Ginge gets ahead of everybody else, crucially.
Andrea with the
So
hard tire.
Yeah, Andrea looking to try and go to the end on those hards. The mediums might be a stretch.
26 laps in the mediums, yeah, it could be done. Well, 25 with the safety car.
Yeah. So the top 3 is as you were prior to entering the pits. Differing strategies, though. So there we go. In normal racing conditions, you'd be losing about 22 seconds making your stop. Whereas with the safety car, you'd only be losing about 16, 17 seconds roughly.
Okay.
We would be doing at least another lap under the safety car to allow everybody else to catch up.
See the tire change, the position changes. Ginge has got 2 positions. JVL, Mr. Weiron has won 8 positions there. That's pretty much him and Liam Hartman have been the biggest winners. Jacob lost 12 positions. So it's going to be difficult now for Jacob to get back to the podium positions.
Yeah, but taking into account he's got time penalties as well, it's not gonna help him either having those penalties.
Safety car is about to enter sector number 3, and we'll see if the safety car in lap is going to be announced.
There we are,
There
safety
he
car
is.
in this lap.
Safety car has turned off the lights. Remember the safety car restart rules.
Yep. Ginge, with his wealth of experience, will be more than aware of how to do a safety car restart. And there we go, he's already dropped the hammer. He's already dropped the hammer. There we go. And hang on! Oh, what on earth? That's low out on the last corner. What on earth happened there?
That might be some cold tires, probably.
Possibly, or a collision with somebody, but whatever the case, that's low out of the race. Andrea now with a penalty for track limits. So that means, as it stands, Starfish will get promoted to P2.
That's true. We have 24 laps to go after this. No, 23 after this.
Yep. We're a third of the way through the race now. Ginge leading from Frisbee. Andrea second, Starfish third, Bullbeast in fourth, and XIX! Oh, that's another one through the S's!
Cold tires in the S's. Or maybe there was a tap there. I'm not sure.
And oh, Ginge has gone wide! Oh no, I thought it was Ginge that went wide there. My mistake. It was Torpedo that went wide. And there we go. That's a virtual safety car. Everybody needs to stick to a delta. We've seen it before that penalties have been given for speeding under safety car conditions, be it virtual or otherwise, because they haven't been sticking to the delta.
Yeah, and they can get a drive-through penalty, and that's like the worst.
Yeah, absolutely. And there we go. As I say that, Waldo gets a drive through. And that is going to drop him to stone dead last.
Yeah, because of how close they are.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially just after a safety car restart. Jacob, another penalty for track limits. At this rate, he'll be lucky if he gets into the points, let alone getting a podium.
Yeah, podium is looking difficult now. Let's see if Waldo is taking the drive-through now. No, he has 3 laps. Remember, he has 3 laps after he received the drive-through penalty to serve it. So he's waiting for a gap.
Absolutely. But he can't afford to stay out too long.
Starfish and the inside of Andrea. They are racing. Out racing there. Switch back for El Starfish, but no, it was not enough.
So Andrew has just been left for dead now. It's just between Ginge and Frisdy for the race lead. Of course, DRS won't be enabled for 2 laps after a safety car restart. Onto lap 15. Oh, there we go, DRS is enabled. Frisdy,
Frisdy,
easy as you like. And he gets into the lead.
yeah, and he will get the second DRS too, so
He will. JBL with a penalty for track limits. Battling with CVT for 8th place, but Liam gets ahead into 9th. Is he going to get into 8th as well? Side by side with JBL heading through turn 5, but JBL stays ahead. Waldo getting ahead of Trap Paulos into P6.
this is the second lap. Waldo has one more lap to serve his drive lead.
Yes, otherwise he will be disqualified from the race.
Waldo's in, serving the drive-thru.
There we go. Frisdy, fastest lap of the race. Frisdy able to keep Ginge behind for the time being.
Waldo, Jacob, and Matrix going here for a fight.
And this is for the last point paying position. Watto alongside Frisdy. That's another penalty for Frisdy for track limits.
Oof, yeah, that's going to cost him a lot.
I think
that is the race win. Yeah.
that's the race win out the window for Frisdy, realistically.
Yes, 6 seconds is a lot. This 5-car train right here is really, they are fighting.
Yeah,
Everyone
Waldo,
following
Jacob,
each
Matrix,
other, getting
Hurricane,
into
and
the slipstream.
Smooth. And there we go, Jacob getting himself into 10th place.
Starfish gets a 3-second time penalty, so that's P2 right now for Frisdy.
Yeah, as it stands, yes. It's looking more and more unlikely now as this race goes on that Frisdy is going to be able to extend that gap over Ginge. It's not happening at the moment. So there we go, we're at a half distance now. Bull Beast battling with Starfish for third place. Andrea getting himself ahead of Trap Paulos, and JBL getting himself, well, trying to anyway. And there we go, Ginge back into the lead. There's so much happening up and down the field, it's difficult to keep track of everything. Definitely a lot happening. Oh, and Andres had it off. And that's dropped him a few positions as well.
Yeah, it's not been the greatest of the nights for Andrea.
It certainly hasn't.
Oh, Matrix and Wado there had some kind of incident. I believe Matrix hit Wado in the rear, and Wado lost it for a second, and that cost him the position. So that might be an incident.
Yeah, that might be one for the stewards to look at. Andrea, back into the pits he goes. Definitely looks like it's a front wing change. Indeed it is. That is a set of mediums, which should get him to the end of the race now. And oh, hang on, Ginge now has a penalty.
Oh, is it 3 seconds? Yeah, 3 second time penalty. He now needs to cover it because
as it stands, he's okay for the time being. But that being said,
he cannot afford another one.
Exactly. Otherwise, that's going to bring Frisdy right back into the hunt for the win.
And also, Frisdy knows that Ginge is going to be keeping it on track, so not pushing that hard. So it can be the time for him to push.
Absolutely.
Or he can force him into a mistake there, while applying some pressure.
There we go. Frisdy did manage to keep within DRS range at the detection zone, but it's not going to be enough to get ahead for the time being. There we go, Andrea with a penalty.
Only DRS right now is Bullbeast on Elfin Starfish, so let's ride on board with them.
Let's see what they.
And I believe he just lost the DRS. Oh no, he got it.
No, he was within a second, heading into the detection zone.
Yeah, Frizzy is going to have the chance here if he gets a good exit.
Absolutely.
Now Ginge is out of ERS and Frizzy has a lot of ERS. Ginge is defending. Frizzy needs to push him into the mistake.
Absolutely.
No warnings after the penalty for Ginge.
Yeah, so Ginge should be okay for the time being. Frisdy, I'm gonna say the gap between this battle for the lead and Starfish, nearly 6.5 seconds, nearly 7 seconds.
5 tenths, 4 tenths. The DRS Frizzy is going to get.
Here we go.
DRS, yeah.
There we go. Torpedo Penalty for track limits.
Now Ginge needs to push. He can make a mistake there, and Frisdy knows it. Or he can just stay there, keep the gap, and keep the win.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we've seen throughout the race this evening that Ginge has been consistently quicker than Frisdy has been throughout the race so far.
Yes, in the race pace, yes, he has been quicker. Oh, that's a warning. Probably. Let's see. Nope, that was not a warning. It looked close to it. And meanwhile, JBL is right behind Torpedo.
So let's see what he's... I mean, it's only for 13th place.
Yeah, and Ginge is going to get the lead here on the DRS.
It's a... DRS. Exchanging DRS every lap at this point.
I'm not sure. I would stay right behind Frisdy. Keep the gap. Don't risk it. What do you think? What would you prefer, being in the front or being in the back? Because being in the front for me is more pressure.
I'd personally try and stay behind as much as possible.
Yeah, exactly. Just
because like you said, more pressure if you're at the front. Ginge is, don't get me wrong, Ginge is increasing his gap to nearly a second. But not able to make much, Frisdy not able to make much of it for the time being. Frisdy is going to have DRS.
ooh, late break from Frisdy. That was bold.
Yeah, breaking as late as possible to try and close the gap, and it looks like it's paid dividends. He's managed to gain a couple of tenths.
Yes, and Bullbeast overtook Starfish, but he has a 6-second time penalty, so it's going to be interesting to see how these top 4 work.
Indeed, we're into the final third of the race now. Andrea, another penalty for time limit, track limits.
Oh,
oh, that is huge.
And the pits?
That is huge.
That is going to cost him big.
Which means if he wants to win this race, he will need to build a 2-second gap between himself and Frisdy.
Now, interesting to see. Frisdy, is he going to pit?
He's going to have to, because I can't see the mediums going to the end here.
And Bullbeast?
Because Ginge right,
he's on the hards.
Ginge right now is only 19 seconds behind Frisdy, but that gap is going to close very, very quickly because of how much more grip the softs have. So Frisdy could very well end up dropping behind Matrix, possibly CVT as well if he's not careful. So Ginge going for the undercut to try and close the gap.
Frizzy stays out.
That's interesting. We'll be looking to see if he can get those tires to last as long as they can. But it's a huge stretch to try and get them to the end of the race. Andrea, meanwhile, has just... He's lost it at the exit of the S's again. Ginge already back up into 5th.
Ten more laps on the mediums.
He can't do it. He can't get the mediums to the end. He's going to have to pit.
If Frizzy has to pit, he needs to do it right now. Otherwise,
Exactly, yeah.
Otherwise, he will lose. Because the gap is now 16 seconds.
Yeah, he's going to end up losing more positions than he would like.
Or he's looking for getting the let's see. He's staying out. He wants the track position. He's going all the way. Yeah, the pit limit entry is over, so if he pits,
I hate to say it, if he punctures, that's on him.
Yeah. But if he
Because
pits, he's losing the position.
I cannot see him getting these tires to last another 10 laps.
Yeah, it's 10 laps, that's a lot. He's going for the risk, I mean.
It's a huge risk.
Considering Ginge now has 8-second time penalties.
Yeah, because 1 penalty for the track limits and then the 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So Ginge up into 4th now, and oh, that's not what we need. The deltas have gone. Smooth dropping a couple of positions. He's in the pits.
And
Torpedo in the pits as well.
I believe Andreas is going to be classified as disqualified. 21-second time penalties.
So he is, yes. There we go. Valid point. So there we go. Andrea will be disqualified. And oh, and he's gone spinning. Ginge, meanwhile, gets himself into 3rd place. But did he get 3rd before the DRS detection? No, he's going to have DRS anyway on Bull Beast. Ginge only had 3% ERS heading down that straight. Jacob getting the fastest lap of the race. Meanwhile, here we go. There's not going to be much that Bull Beast will be able to do about this. And there we go. Ginge easily into 2nd place. This definitely feels like the equivalent of Raikkonen and Alonso at the Nürburgring in 2005. Bull Beast with another 3-second penalty for track limits. Because Raikkonen with that huge flat spot and Alonso was closing in all the time. And then on the last lap, Raikkonen's tyre let go. The suspension just shattered, for lack of a better term. The gap down to 8.5 seconds. He is really motoring along there, a man on a mission. CVT, a penalty for track limits. And the crucial thing here, if Frisdy picks up another penalty here, Ginge would only need to be within a second of him.
Exactly. Right now, Ginge needs to catch up to Frizzy, overtake him, and make a 2-second gap.
Yeah, absolutely. And there it is. As I say it, the third penalty of the day for Frisdy.
Yeah. He just need to make 6 seconds and
6 seconds.
In
He only
6
needs
laps.
to make up 6 seconds. A second a lap, it's doable.
yes, it is doable with the soft tire and how the degradation is with Frizzy tires.
Absolutely. 20 laps on those mediums. Beggars believe how he's managed to get them to last as long as he has. But Ginge definitely not giving up without a fight here. Because at the end of the day, like I say, this is going to be really, really close to see if Frisdy can get those tyres to the end. Gap down officially to 6 seconds. 5.9. Ginge only needs to make up another 5 seconds here. And you can see there he's making a lot of time up through the S's. He's made up about half a second just through the S's alone. I mean, the gap at the start of this lap was 7 seconds. He's made up nearly 2 seconds on this lap alone. 4.8 down to 4.8 now. He made up 2.2 seconds on that last lap alone. But I think Ginge, with the racing mentality he's got, he will be wanting to get this win on track rather than on penalty count back. And he can just about see the Mercedes in the background, well, foreground I should say.
Yeah, the Mercedes is the Haas is right now really close.
Yeah.
To the Mercedes.
Right, he's within camera shot now. This has been without. Oh, JBL's gone, and that's on the XM25. And that's huge.
That's huge.
That is huge for Frisdy.
Winning?
Surely he has to come in now. Surely he has to come in. He does. Is Ginge going to follow suit?
Yes.
Yes, he does. And the crucial thing is, that's going to allow Ginge to serve his penalty.
Oh, but he's going to lose time there.
He's going to... He's going to lose time, yes. Bull Beast elects to stay out.
Is Ginge losing a position? No, he's not.
He only lost 1 position. Potentially 2. As Jacob stays out. There we go.
Now, Ginge only has a 3-second time penalty. So that's pretty much...
That is that safety car could be the game changer that Ginge needs to get the race win.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be the race win there.
And Andrea has retired. Andrea has retired. Well, Andrea had retired. JBL also retired. Well, I think dare I say Andrea's retirement. We're going to put that down as him getting black flagged. So that's him. He's gone.
He got the
he's
21
obeyed,
seconds before
the
retirement.
Yeah, he obeyed the black flag. He came into the pits, and that's him out of the race. But my word, this late safety car has just worked in Ginger's favor. Because what this will also mean is that there's going to be no DRS for the rest of the race.
One lap of racing or two?
2 laps.
Yeah.
It has to be 2 laps of racing.
Now, the problem with 2 laps of racing is people are going to be making some bold mistakes.
Unnecessary risks.
Exactly.
But all I'm going to say, folks, is fasten your seatbelts because this is going to be a blast to the finish.
Yeah.
Just please, for the sake of my sanity, do not turn this into a 5-lapper where all the rules get thrown out the window. I have lost count of...
Remember, France? Oh, I think I lost you. Some technical difficulties there.
Right, there we go. That should be us.
There we go.
Oh, controller decided to deny on me, so I'm just sort of got it connected to my charger, ready to go. So anyway, here we go. Safety car in this lap. Smooth is going to have very hot, very warm and sticky tyres. But here we go. Bull Beast is the one that's doing the restart, but he's going to get swamped at the starts here.
Yeah, by freezing.
Here we go. There you go. Two laps to go. Bull Beast and Frisbee side by side heading up to turn 1. And Jacob 3 wide. This is not going to fit. This will not fit. and that puts Frisbee into the lead. But don't discount Ginge. Ginge trying to find a way past, but not able to make anything of it. And oh, hello, Starfish deciding to join in on the fray. Now this could be crucial here. Because the gap between Frisbee and Ginge is already up to 3 seconds.
And it
Bull
keeps
Beast and
building.
Starfish. Bull Beast and Starfish are holding him up. Gap up to 4 seconds now. Can Frisbee hold on for the win?
He needs 2 seconds.
He needs another second here.
Oh, the problem is going to be Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob could be the dark horse here. So here we go, last lap. Ginge needs to stay within 3 seconds of Jacob as well. And so far, he's doing just that.
I think it's going to be Ginger's win, Jacob P2. And I'm not sure if...
Who knows? Who knows? We're going to wait and see as we come through the S's for the last time today. Ginge burning all the ERS he can find. But here we go. We're gonna jump onto Frisdy now. He is gonna close the gap on Sasha. But what is his finishing position going to be? There he goes. He crosses the line. He takes the checkered flag. Jacob gets ahead. And there we go. Ginge wins the Mexican Grand Prix. And Frisdy keeps third.
Well, good result for Frisdy. Ginge, congratulations on the win. And Jacob, who was last at the start of the race, pretty much.
He's managed to recover all the way back up to P2.
Exactly.
And Jacob as well, crucially, also got the fastest lap of the race. So who is going to be getting the driver of the day there? Wardo gets the Codemasters. He gets the Codemasters driver of the day, but I'd have to give it to Jacob to his recovery drive.
Yeah, I will also give it to Jacob, to be honest.
Yeah, but of course, there's your winner, Ginge, his first X1 win, and with his nationality for the first time in X1, we're actually going to hear the national anthem of Scotland.
And there it goes, the national anthem of Scotland.
Yeah. Just like that's the first time we've actually been able to dig that one out as far as national anthems are concerned. But I say, and there is no doubt there's no doubt that we are definitely going to be hearing that more in the future here in X1. Massive congratulations to Ginge on the win. Frisdy, what a comeback. Got pole position, so we got a bonus point for that, as well as finishing third. So that allowed him to close the gap on Sasha heading into next week, which will be at the Sakhir International Circuit at Bahrain. But that does it for us tonight for X1. Join us in about an hour's time at 8 p.m. UK time, where we are going to have the X2 race taking center stage, and that will conclude our anniversary week. And then next week, Platinum Jubilee weekend here in the UK. We'll be at Bahrain to do it all again. And we'll definitely be looking forward to having you guys watching the action with us. Caesar, thanks again for joining me for what was, without a doubt, a very action-packed anniversary race.
Yes, thank you very much, everyone, and well, enjoy the anniversary weekend. We are 3 years now. This is the third anniversary, so it's going to be. I hope we get so many years more. I want to thank all the admins. Sola, the head admin of all Xbox, and pretty much all XRL. Thank you very much for all your hard work, man. All the admins that dedicate some time of their lives to make Extreme Racing Leagues one of the best leagues out there. The commentators also, and the drivers, thank you very much for being here. And the commentators, to be honest, thank you very much for taking the time to be here. They are not racing, but they are doing what they like, that is commentating. So thank you very much. This league wouldn't be the same without you guys, okay? So now, well, let's see you in 1 hour.
Yep, so I say Watto happy with his race P19 to P5, and he just went vamos.
Vamos.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
But yeah,
everyone.
and we'll see you guys in about an hour's time for the X2 race. But until then, it's good night from X1.